300 to 3,000. It takes 300 reps to get a new skill down. It takes 3,000 reps to master the skill. What steps are you taking in 2025 to master a habit in order to get that skill down so it is like a no-brainer? It's like second nature, because that's what you need, 3,000 reps. One of the things you also need to do is give yourself permission to not have that skill set show up until you have 3,000 reps. One of the planning tasks that we did with one of my sons that's learning to master new skills in hockey is outlining how many times a day he's going to practice this skill. How often, how many reps, how many hours, how many minutes. And then we outlined that time frame. We said, okay, so we're not even expecting this skill to show up in a game time situation until this date. And we give you permission to not expect it to show up before that time frame either. And furthermore, if you get off schedule, if you're not able to do the time frame that you've committed to because of life, because something's happened and got in there, then you have permission to allow yourself that it's going to take a little bit longer for it to show up. It doesn't mean you give up. It just means you give yourself grace and give yourself love and give yourself permission to grow in the time that you're able to allow. And so it made me think of how often we set New Year's resolutions and we set goals for ourselves and specific tasks that we want to acquire or habits. We don't put the time on our calendar to do the work, to do the reps, to get to master that skill. So if you're setting goals in 2025 for a new skill set to be added to your amazing depth of skill set, then give yourself that time on the calendar. Give yourself the grace of that time each day, even if it's 15 minutes, even if it's 5 reps. If you want to buy an investment property, give yourself 30 minutes a day to go look at investment property, to do the back of the napkin math and start evaluating it. And then after 300 reps, you're going to know how to do that skill like the back of your hand. After 3,000, you're going to show up in the game. I want you to give yourself permission to put it on your calendar when you're doing the reps, and then give yourself that date that you are not expecting this skill set to show up in your life, in your game time, until that time. I hope to be part of your journey to help you with those reps. And if you need any of our coaching or our courses, please click the link below. But I'm so glad to be part of your journey in 2025 and look forward to giving you more content and more of those ways to do those reps and get in the game in 2025.